Have you ever felt that you are not good enough? You are not alone. Those are called negative thoughts. So, welcome to Mental Health and Science with Enoch Francis. Today we are going to learn about negative thoughts and what are the sources of these negative thoughts. Where do they come from? Please, if you are new to this channel, I request you to subscribe because this motivates me to create more content for you. So, what are negative thoughts? So, negative thoughts are unhelpful thoughts or unrealistic thoughts which always pop up in your mind. They are automatic. Okay? You don't have to put them in your mind, but they always come up by themselves. So some of these thoughts are, we call them self-critical. Like, they make you to start judging yourself, to start criticizing yourself. Okay? Those are what we are calling negative thoughts. And all the time you are always thinking about bad outcomes, that bad things are going to happen in the future. So those are the features of negative thoughts. So these thoughts can be running into your mind and nobody else knows that you are going through this word. So as we go on, and what are the causes of negative thoughts? Or where do they come from? Okay? So always negative thoughts come from our experiences, they come from our situations, our emotions. So understanding where they come from can help us how to overcome them. Okay? One of the sources where our negative thoughts come from is our past experiences. Okay? For example, you may have gone through something in childhood. You have, for example, you have undergone something wrong in childhood. Okay? Maybe you grew up, someone says, you are a failure. You are stupid. So when you grow up in life, because you are still learning when you are still young, you find that when you are trying to do something, you remember maybe your parent told me that you are stupid, you are useless. So you find these negative thoughts coming from what? From childhood. But also, there can be things that also happen. For example, it can be a bad experience, like maybe the person was defiled, someone was raped. So you find these things disorganize the brain and you start having negative thoughts. Say, I am not worth living. The world cannot be trusted. Okay? This can come from past experiences. For example, in the refugee setting, there are people who have gone through bad experiences. So you have seen your relatives being killed. So when you grow up, you start having a different way how you look at the world. So you find, you say, anything you see, say, no one can be trusted. The world is unfair. Okay? Those are originating from the past experience. They also come from what we call learned beliefs. Okay? Learned beliefs. Like, as you are growing up, because you see how people are doing their things, you see how people are unfair, people are cheating one another. You find out even in the community, like in your home, how things are done. You find one person is so much loved, another person is not so much loved. So you start having your own way, your own conclusions about life or the world. Okay? So you can have negative thoughts like, the world is unfair. No one can be trusted because of what you have learned from the past, from the situations. Number 3, another source of negative thoughts is our emotional states. Okay? When you have strong emotional states, for example, you feel so much annoyed, you are angry, or you are very sad, it makes you to start questioning life. Maybe I don't deserve to be on this world. Maybe nobody loves me. Maybe nobody cares for me. I am so much wicked. I cannot do it. Okay? That is because when you are annoyed, so you think maybe no one cares about me. So that is when you are annoyed, when you are sad, it can make you to have what? Negative thoughts. Okay, so if you are still new to this channel, I request you to subscribe because it motivates me to make more videos of this nature. Number 4, we are talking about stressful events. For example, maybe you are going through difficult times. For example, you are having financial problems and you are not able to meet the needs of your family, and you start looking at yourself, say, now, which kind of man am I? Which kind of woman am I? Which kind of man cannot provide for his wife? So you start having those negative what? You start having the negative thoughts because you are having financial difficulties. Say, I'm not worthy. I am not worthy to live. Maybe you have lost a job. You start saying, now, I am nobody in this world. There's nothing that I can do. I am helpless. I am useless. Because at that moment, you are going through difficult what? Difficult times. So number 5 is mental health conditions. So when you have mental health conditions like depression, anxiety, they make you, or they make an individual to start having negative thoughts. Okay? For example, during depression, maybe you lost someone, and maybe you are your husband and you are never there for him. You start saying, I am not worth living. I am not a good person. Okay? Maybe I should die. So having mental conditions or mental health conditions can make you to start developing negative thoughts. Okay? So this also can originate from mental health conditions. So people who are depressed, they always feel, or they always have negative thoughts. Okay? So these are some of the negative thoughts that we need to realize in our lives and know where they are coming from. Are they coming from past experiences? Are they coming from how you have learned about people's behaviors or the kind of situations? So understanding where they are coming from will help us on how to challenge them. If you are still new to this channel, I request you to subscribe because there's still more information to come. So see you in my next video where I'm going to talk about the types of negative thoughts. Thank you.